Good evening. Welcome back to Frugal.od with myself, Dylan, and we're out fishing. As you can see, we're fishing the pier tonight. I haven't fished the pier. I think it was the first session of the year, actually, back in January, and I fished it with Nick. He's over there. He's just behind me in the red as well, so he's here too. And then we got Tom is right on the end there, just round the corner. You might be able to see through the windows, the double window there. That's Tom's dad, so Neil. So we're out with Nicky Dunn and the Buckbees. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it today. I had an absolute howler, but I'll explain about that later on my comp. But I'm just going to quickly get set up. I've literally just got here, get some gear set up just in case anyone pops up. Get my tripod out. It's daylight, which is nice. The tide is still ebbing, definitely ebbing, looking at where the ferry's coming in, because he's swinging right out and then he'll come back out with the tide. So I think it might be ebbing for maybe another hour, and then it's on the push, and it's quite a big tide. So I've got 7 ounce leads for the first time ever. Yeah, but let's get set up and then we'll go through what's happening. Just leftover bait from the comp, to be honest, but I've got a good variety. But yeah, let's get bait in the water. Alright, so rods are set up, reels are on, first rig to go out on a 7 ounce gripper. Like I say, I've never ever cast. I remember when I mean, like I say, it's not that long ago when I first started, and using a 6 ounce for the first time, and it felt heavy. So yeah, casting a 7 today, and this is just on a, this is a dongle, so I'm going to fish a dongle on one side all night. I'm going to fish a pulley to begin with on the other side, and I may well, depending on how the fishing goes, change that up and mix it up a little bit. But let's get this baited. Like I say, I'm going to probably stick half an anchovy and a bit of squid and get this in. So all I've done is I've quickly just chopped an anchovy straight in half, taken the tail off, cut it straight in half, and I've put a piece of squid, so it's a bit of a fatter bait than I'd normally put on. There you go, look. And that's going to go on that dongle now, which I'll quickly show you. So that little braided loop onto the end there. Whoops, got a hook stuck on the elastic already. Just going to pop that hook right in the top, get that tension back on it, so then that hook is just on the top there like that. And then literally just bind that up there then. Yeah, somebody mentioned that it's better to use a slightly shorter bait, so I'm going to try that out this evening. Like I say, we might just get into a couple of dogs and stuff, but there's definitely a chance of a ray off of here tonight. Martin, he fished here last week. He had a thornback. Now, I've never had a thornback ray, so I'm really hoping to try and get into one of those tonight. But we'll get this one out, and then we'll quickly get the other one sorted. But let's get this one in the water. Right, let's give this one a little heave-ho. Make sure I don't hit anything. Oh, it's on the bottom. So I'm actually fishing with mono for the first time in ages today. Don't normally fish with it, but I thought if there's a lot of tide running, because it's a reasonably decent sized tide, I want to have a bit of stretch in the line. So I thought let's bring the old mono out. There we go. There we go, first one is out. Right, let's get another rig. But yeah, I thought if the tide's running, mono is going to give me a pretty decent bit of stretch. So rather than pulling that lead out all the time, it will hopefully take some of the impact on the line. And just rub a bit of the old bit of bait off these hooks. Should have maybe made some fresh ones, but hey ho. So other side is going to be, once I untangle it, there we go. Right, finally untangled that. So 80-pound hook snood on that one, and then that's got a 100-pound rig body there. Again, a little bit of rig tubing just to stop that from tangling up, but hopefully it won't be necessary. But it's normally when there's a bit of sort of swell and surf I tend to get some tangles, but hopefully today we won't have that problem. And on this side, I think I'm just going to quickly stick a sand eel and squid wrap, if I can get my bit of elastic, bit of tubing back over my hook. So all I've done is I've just taken the head and tail off that little sand eel, it's a medium sand eel, stuck it on one of the legs of my baiting tool, piece of squid exactly the same size, and basically just wrapping it up, and then get some hooks in it and get it in. And hopefully get into a fish or two tonight. So there we look at that. Hook really nice and proud. That's a 3.0 Camazan. Just your Aberdeen. I think they're B940. And then it's got a 3.0 semicircle hook in the top. There we go. Right, let's try stick this one just to the right of the other one, basically. So I've been asked, fishing when I fished here before, I've been asked, why do we cast so far? And essentially, it's just to get into the deeper water. Obviously, the further the pier goes out, the deeper it gets. But why not chuck one out? I mean, yes, we got structure down here, and then in the summertime with the bream and stuff, you can drop it just down the side, and you can get into the bream and the bass. But, like I say, today we're predominantly going for a ray. But there is a bit of a snag just in front of me, so when fishing here you do need to give it a little bit of a whack just to get past it. So yeah, comp, what a bad session. Second rod, first cast, the other one of these, straight in the water. So I wasn't really pleased about that. Cast, plonk, straight in the water. After that, I forgot to push record. After I've messed around and got another one out, didn't push record. It was raining and I blanked. So yeah, bit of a clanger really. So needless to say, there's no video. Even if I had it recorded, I would still put it up obviously, because I still do put the blanks up. But yeah, what a bad session that was. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that today I can get into a fish or two. I don't really mind if it's a couple of dogfish. Few dogfish, be nice all. So I'll tell you what, actually, I'll quickly show you what I've got bait-wise. Right, so quickly, so basically this is exactly all I had left over from the other day. So it's all from Slamfish Isle of Wight, cracking sea baits. So I had some medium sand eels, so one's out, so I've got 4 of those left. Got half a anchovy there. I've got a whole mackerel, got half a pack of the calamari squid, which I really like. I just think they're easier for strips and stuff, they're just a bit tougher. I just prefer those myself personally. So there's the other anchovies. So I've only got 2 anchovies, 4 sand eels, a whole mackerel, some calamari, and basically I brought down a pack of peeler crab just in case if things start getting tough. Chuck one of those out, never know, Thornback Ray might take it, or there might be a smooth hound, an early smooth hound about. So I've got those just in cases. Yeah, finally got into something. Oh, it's just pulled out again. I can't work out if I'm getting a bite on that right hand rod or if it's just a bit of tide, but I think I've dropped 2 dogfish so far. There's no weed as such out there, but hey, hopefully we can get something. It's getting a bit cold though. Right, let's have a look here, because I reckon must have a fish on there by now. Let's have a look. That's bouncing around. Or is it just a tide again? Right? Nothing. Hey, he's got a dogfish. Well, we're not blanking. And that is why we come fishing. It's not to blank. Got one, Steve. We got one, mate. We got one. It's one of those really skinny rays. I don't know if you've seen one of them before. They're quite rare. Seen one of these rays before, Steve? Yeah, that's a they call them a lesser spotted cat ray. Lesser spotted cat ray, that is, mate. There we go. We got one. We've weighed in. Woo! It's not a comp, is it? I've weighed in. I've not blanked anyway. Oh, buzzing. Cool. There we go. Got a fish. See you later, buddy. Oh, it's so close to that light post, lamp post there. We let a load of line out, basically up tide. Tide is really pulling. But we've got a fish. Yeah, chuffed. I'm happy about that. I know it's only a dogfish, but it's a fish, isn't it? And it's nice to get a fish. Still really early. I don't know what the time is. Probably been fishing for an hour and a half, maybe hour. But yeah, 1 to the pulley panel, 0 to the dongle, but I did drop one on the dongle earlier, I'm sure of it. But hopefully it'll be the first of at least a couple of fish this evening, but we're going to keep going anyway. Like I say, we've got at least another 3 or 4 hours fishing yet. Yeah, we'll just keep chucking those baits. So let's get this panel rebaited. I think that might have been on mackerel. So basically I'm going to bait another mackerel and squid. And yeah, keep our fingers crossed for another fish. So there we go. So this is basically it's a squid head and guts. They're quite like, so I do like those calamaris because they're just that much bigger. And basically the head is one bait. So basically I've wrapped that up with a bunch of little snippets and stuff of mackerel that I've been trimming and stuff like that, and just bunched it up just to make a bait out of it. Got some nice attracting squid tentacles there, and then put this on the pennel and it's ready to go out. But yeah, nothing on the dongle yet, but like I say, there is still plenty of time. Mate, knowing my luck, I'll lose it if I got a drone. Oh, hello, what's happening here? That's massively moved. What's going on? Nothing. I mean, I know I let a lot of line out, but I must have, because it's over this side. There we go, so we've got fresh bait out there. But yeah, I chucked that one straight back in. It was bleeding a little bit, so I didn't really want to have it out of the water too long, so I've just chucked it straight back. But yeah, 2 to the pennel now, and both of those took the bottom hook as well, of the pennel. So not the pennel hook, which is basically what the dongle is, a standalone pennel hook, really. Like I say, I know you get the dogfish on them because I've had them. But yeah, this is basically every time I'm going fishing at the moment, I am fishing a dongle on one side and a pennel on the other, just to see if there's any comparison. But I mean, that one was a bit harder to unhook, so straight away, if it was on the pennel or the circle of a dongle, it would have been far easier to unhook because it would just be straight in the corner. So that is a plus for me straight away. But yeah, 2 fish. That one was in the water for maybe like 5 minutes, if that. Right, so peeler crab time. Let's have a go. They've defrosted now, so I've got them. They've defrosted, so they're not coming home. So let's chuck one out with a bit of squid. And yeah, see if we can't get something else, a bit different species. It's been a strap conger come up and a couple of dogfish so far, so be nice to see something else. Steve right behind the camera. Steve's right there. He's gonna bring in the best fish of the session, isn't he, Steve? I've basically pinched Steve's spots. So Steve fishes here regularly, pretty much once a week. And I'm right where he likes to fish. But I didn't know that. I haven't done it on purpose, Steve. I hope you know that.
I'll unsubscribe when I get home.
Yeah. It'd be cussing if you go home and you haven't had a fish. We'll swap in a bit, mate. Yeah, I'm going to use 2 peelers, I think, because this is quite small. So yeah, with these peelers, like I say, they are quite small. It's probably about the size of a 50p, so I am going to use 2 on one rig. Makes them quite expensive, mind you, but hey ho. Supposed to be saving these for the smooth hounds, but there's a chance of one. I don't think there will be one tonight, but there is a chance. And Nick was telling me earlier that the old Thornback Rays like them as well, so seeing as I've got them, let's chuck them out. So yeah, got 2 of them on there. On my baiting needle, and I've basically just bound a piece of squid, really to help tie it together, but for some reason I've decided to put the elastic right in between both crabs, and it's basically pulled them apart, but I'm sure it'll make a decent enough bait to get out there. Oh, there we go. Something's just picked that up. Right. Nothing again. Right, these baits have been out there for a good 20-25 minutes and I don't think they've moved, but I've been yakking quite a bit, so there might be a dogfish on there. But I'm going to bring him in, change them. I've got 2 fresh baits ready to go, so let's chuck those out. Let's have a look. Let's bring that one in first. Is it still really pulling or is it not too bad? It is still pulling. Got a nice crab and squid bait to go out there now. And hopefully I can just stay out of that snaggy bit. Don't think it's running quite so hard, so. Yeah, still running a fair old whack. Like I say, I've just punched that one still to the left, not quite so far to the left. And it's fortunately stayed on the left-hand side of the other one, but it's still swinging round. They're both past 12 o'clock. I'm nearly casting them at like 10. I think that's why that one got snagged up. Don't really know. I mean, I'm letting a load of line out, but yeah, it's gone a bit quiet at the minute. No one's pulled anything out for a little while, so time to get some fresh bait sorted and wait for the onslaught. Right, so it's 8:30, so we're actually, I've got another 2 hours, so it'd be nice if it started to pick up a little bit. I mean, sometimes you find when the ferry even just comes past, it stirs up a lot of food, it stirs up the fish, and then suddenly they come on the feed, so. But yeah, rod tips have been pretty quiet. Here we go, so Steve, behind me, whose spot I've nicked for the night, he's literally just pulled a spotted ray out from about, 3 yards behind the camera. So I'll whack that picture in quickly now so you can have a little show. But yeah, lovely, lovely. I know I've said about it before, but I think spotted rays are probably the prettiest ray in the sea. But then I haven't had a thornback, so as soon as I get thornback, I might say that about that anyway. But yeah, buzzing, chuff for him. Well done, mate. Right, I think I'm going to chuck a fresh bait out again. Oh, hello. What's happened here? That was so slack. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, but it was like the line was just dropping down by the pier. There we go. Oh, come here, mate. There we go. That one's bloody slack as well, look. Look at that. What's going on here? Oh, that's a better one, isn't it? Yeah, I put so much line out there because we were like up tiding a bit, trying to get that gripper to stay in, and then I think now it's slackened off. I had a bit too much line out. Hey? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Doggies are making a show. Got one on each rod. Let's chuck this one back. Get the other one off. Get some fresh baits out there. Both my lines were just completely slack, dropping down the side of the pier. Ooh. And there we go, another one there. So we're at four doggies, I think. But I was just surprised where that tide's eased off, I think. Obviously all the line I'd let out just came dropping down. A bit further out. Let's go for it. Well, we're getting another bite there, you can see that on the left hand. Just trying to bait up these other two rigs again quickly, but definitely going. I'll just let it go there, Tom. You don't really need to land it, do you, mate? Oh, I don't really want to go to the pier. Dylan says, come on, let's go and see if there's any thornies about. Oh, mate, that's a clonker. Well done, bud. We'll have a closer look when it comes up. Yeah, awesome, mate. Let's get that. Beauty, mate. Well done. Yeah, I think that's the first one I've actually seen proper like that.
Yeah, beautiful fish.
Look at it. Yeah, look at the tail on it, man.
Feel them thorns.
I'm alright.
Go on, stick your hand on it.
Awesome job, Tom.
Cheers, mate.
You always pull one out of the bag when we go fishing, don't you? Awesome, mate. Well done.
Cheers, buddy.
Tom doesn't like being in front of the camera, but look at that for a beauty. Lovely job. £9.3-ish, wasn't it? £9.3, 3.5. Beautiful fish, mate.
Lovely fish. Cheers, buddy.
Well done, mate. Yeah, so how about that? That's nice, isn't it? So Steve behind me, he's had a spotted ray. Tom over there has had a lovely thornback ray. I'm inundated with dogs. I've had 5 dogfish now, but to be honest, I don't really mind because it's nice to see the rays are there. So you know there's always a chance that you might be the next person to get one, so it really doesn't bother me seeing other people catch them. Because they're always out there, and it means, do you know what, next time I come out fishing, then there's always a chance that I might get one. So yeah, I'm chuffed for them both. But having said that, I am chucking fresh bait out because I'd like one. Here we go. So we've got a mackerel and a squid wrap there that we're going to chuck out next. That's the next bait to go. We've got another one which is also another mackerel and a squid wrap. I've got 1 sand eel left and I've got 2 crabs. So I'm going to bunch up 2 crabs on 1 bait in a minute when I change these. So it'll be 2 crabs and a bit of squid, and then I've got a sand eel and a bit of squid. I've got 2 casts on each rod left. So I'm getting this is the last bait that's going out on one of the rods. It's going out on the dongle actually. It's 2 crab and a squid head and guts. It's a pretty minging looking bait, but I'm sure it's going to get plenty of scent out there. You reeling in there, mate? You got a fish on? Oh, gutted. No, you got it? There you go, mate. Perfect. Right, let's get this baited up. So there we go. So I've got 1 bait left on each rod now. Just going to pack a couple of rigs away. But yeah, not too bad. I mean, I think I've had like 6 or 7 dogfish now. I'm getting another little nibble on the right hand rod, but yeah, I think there might be another one on there. But like I say, I'm still going to persist. I've got going to quickly got 1 changeover bait. Just baited the one up on the left. I'll change the one on the right. When I bring that rig in, I'll put that last bit of bait on, have a bit of a tidy up there, have a clean up, and hopefully we can get into our last fish. Well, I think that's doggy number 8 now. So we'll chuck that one back in. I've got one on there as well, but that one's in the snag, so I'll get this one back out and hopefully try and get the other one out. Here we go, last bait, sanded and squid. Just chucked the double crab out, and now this one's going to go out in the last one. But yeah, gutted, lost 2 rigs. Oh, looks like it's going already. Right, and there we go. That is the last one to go out. That is my last sand eel, the last of the squid. I can wipe down, clean down. I've got 2 fresh baits out there. Let's see if we can get one more dogfish. Well, there we go, they're out. So, fingers crossed we can get one. But yeah, so I think I've had eight dogfish now. But I've got that double crab out. It'd be so nice to get something else. Lovely to get a little ray. 2 chances left. Alright, let's have a clean down. Oh, what a pleasant evening. It's nice, isn't it? No, I'm just talking to whoever's willing to listen. Dunno, what is it?
Still spotted, isn't it?
Spotted, nice. Yeah. I like spotted rays. So much prettier than a thornback.
All right, mate. You know we were saying about going fishing next week. See you later, boys.
Take care, guys. Well, there we go. We are all done, packed up, back in the van, ready to go home. It's 1 minute past 12. What a fun session. I've really enjoyed tonight. Yeah, 8 or 9 dogfish I think I had in the end. I know it's only dogfish, but it was really nice to see the rods going, especially after the session I had in the comp and when I didn't weigh in anyway at all. So yeah, I was really chuffed to get a couple of fish. Really nice to see Steve get that spotted. Big massive thumbs up to Tom. I mean, he had massively had the fish of the session with that lovely Thornback Ray, just under 10 pounds. And then the guy next to me had a spotted as well, just as we were leaving. So he had two dogs and a spotted ray on his three hook Pompey loop rig. Yeah, so really enjoyable, really nice to get out. Like I said, I often say I don't really enjoy fishing the pier, but to be honest, I've really enjoyed it tonight. Really good company, and we got some fish, so I'm chuffed about that. So I do hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, please do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and push the thumbs up if you enjoyed it. But yeah, until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers.